Here are my reasons why you should bulk, and this is assuming that you are at least trying to lift, if I can call it like that. If you're effortlessly um, trying to make progress in the gym, then this is my reason why you should bulk. I want to say, I sound very different. I've been sick over the past few days, and that's why I couldn't upload, but I'm back now. So let's get started. If you have been lifting for 2 years and you cannot bench 100 kilograms, squat 130, deadlift 160, around that area, then you need a bulk. Because I've been lifting for 2 years and I cannot hit that. And I only started to improve my lifts after I started bulking. Because I swear to God, I'm good at cutting. My advice is I can give perfect advice on cutting. I can help you lose fat. But just until like a few months ago, I had no idea about bulking and increasing strength because I was, doing fitness for 2 years. But if you had put me under a one plate bench, which is 60 on both sides, without a spotter, you would have fucking watched me die. I would have not been able to, push that back up, and I would have literally died right there on the fucking spot. So, like the first, like symptom that you can find for your reason to bulk is if you have been lifting for like 2 years and you cannot bench close to 100 kilograms, close to a 130 squat, and close to a 160 deadlift. Because for any healthy, I'm like talking for males here, right? Because I can only give advice for males. I don't know what it's like to be a female. But for a healthy male, after 2 years of progressively bulking, it should be, it is very common for you to then, have those lifting numbers that I just stated. Like any healthy, like you can comment something like, okay, but I have one arm or I have some fucking disease. I understand that for you it's, might be difficult, but for the person that I'm speaking to right now, to you who's listening, I am for 100% sure that if you just bulked for 2 years, you would come close to those numbers that I listed, because I've been bulking for 2 months and following a strength split, and I went from like a 55 kilogram bench to like 70, 72, 75 maybe if I push it really hard. And it's just linear progression at that point for those like first 2 newbie years. Second one is if you've been lifting for 2 years, because I'm speaking to beginners, right? If you've been lifting for 2 years and like me, you put on a fucking sweater or a shirt, you cannot even make out that you lift, you've been doing something wrong. You've either been doing too much cutting when it wasn't necessary, like me, or the thing that you've been doing is probably following the mainstream fitness bullshit advice, like you have to body recomp and eat at maintenance, which after a certain point you will get diminishing results from that. Now, all right. So if you don't look like you lift and you've been lifting for 2 years, then you can already see that something problematic is going on, and you likely need to bulk, because when you bulk, you gain muscle. When you have muscle, you look like you lift. See, it's a very easy solution again. And you have to throw these fucking self-limiting beliefs out that if you bulk, you become obese. I hear this a lot, and that's complete bullshit, because bulking will not turn you into like a fat monster. It is very hard to do that, because when you start cutting, when you start cutting, why don't I say, oh, you'll turn like a pencil? Because it won't happen. It only will happen if you like eat anorexic diets, or if you're bulking, you eat like fucking junk food. You go to McDonald's, KFC, and you eat like fucking Ben and Jerry's at home. Of course you'll turn into a monster, but that has nothing to do with bulking. It has literally to do with shit eating habits. So that is reason number 2 why you should bulk. Reason number 1 was that you cannot progress your lifts. So yeah, those were the 2 main reasons why you need a bulk. One was you don't look like you lift. The other one was your strength is not progressing. If these 2 are your symptoms and you are under 2 years of training, a normal male, I mean like not any genetic deficiencies like having one arm or something, I'll complete respect to you, but that's not my target audience. If those two things occur to you, then you need to bulk. If you look like me in this picture, you need a bulk. My name is Daniel. I want to help improve your life one dollar at a time. Click on subscribe, turn on the bell for post notifications, leave a like and a comment. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.